Hey guys, how's it going? This is going to be the video review for Transformers Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus Leader Class. Here we have him in the packaging. We got artwork, Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, Minimus Ambus, Transformers Generations, side, standard logo, back, standard stuff, product shots, bio, 3 steps, 25 steps. Over here, we got some more artwork. Ultra Magnus and Minimus Ambus. We got the top. We got the back, or bottom. Anyway, that wraps up the packaging. I will be right back with this guy out of the packaging, and we'll see how cool it actually is. Okay, guys, here I have Minimus Ambus next to Ultra Magnus, and as you can see, he's teeny tiny compared to Ultra Magnus, since this is basically an accessory. So, yeah, whatever. Ultra Magnus, as you can see, resembles his G1 self, but the truck does not, or I'm sorry, the actual cab doesn't look that much like it. But overall, it's definitely the same look and feel. Now, I don't have this quite transformed correctly. It was a real pain in the butt getting this thing into vehicle mode in general, mostly due to these red pieces lining up with the legs correctly and all that. If this was correct, this would actually, the top piece here would be lined up. I don't know why it's not. I spent some time trying to get it, couldn't get it. Such is life. But anyway, this is overall what he looks like in vehicle mode. Pretty cool. He is definitely smaller, though, than G1 Ultra Magnus in this mode. The truck cabs are actually pretty close to the same size, but the trailer parts definitely aren't. The trailer on the G1 is longer and taller. As you can see on the G1, you can very easily fit 2 deluxe cars on one of the levels of the car carrier, so you could actually do a total of 4 cars on G1 Ultra Magnus if you so chose. Now, on this guy, you're really only fitting 1 deluxe car up there, as you can see. So there's definitely a size difference. But overall, I do dig his vehicle mode. It's certainly not, bad or anything. I definitely like the way the missile pods and the guns mount to it. It gives them like a rolling attack kind of look. I definitely think that looks cool. Let me go ahead and just zoom in a bit so you can really see all the detailing on the vehicle mode. It is sculpted well. I mean, it does look nice. And it rolls, fairly well. I mean, it's got a good amount of paint apps, all that. It's not a perfect vehicle mode, and it's a pain to get it into, but overall it's pretty good. Now the cab is permanently attached. You're not supposed to remove it. So what I'm going to do now is, of course, I am going to try to transform this thing, and I reserve the right for an edit point if I screw up during the process. So to start the transformation off, step 1, I just remove the weapons. Okay, easy enough, right? With this, and of course I'm going to do a bad job narrating and showing. Let me go ahead and lift up the camera here so you guys can actually see, and zoom out so you guys can actually see everything that I'm doing. So let's go ahead and pull the arms apart, swing them down, pull these pieces off and down, swing this, oh, sorry, come on baby, swing, maybe I'm gonna do it, and I just, damn it, broke off one of the pieces here. Yep, if I have any more trouble, I'm definitely gonna do it. There we go. Yes, guys, this is why I just hope this makes you laugh. That's the main reason I do this crap on camera still. It's not because I am the best talker-througher, narrator of transformations. It's mostly for entertainment value. Okay, you twist that piece out. There you go, boom. Do this. Boom. There you go. Alright, we got 1 foot down. You twist that down, twist that around, and you kind of gotta untab and rotate. Boom. And then this piece rotates here in the back, and now we got his legs done. Alright, come on. There we go. Okay, while we're at it, let's go ahead and reattach this piece, shall we? Let's just do that before we get too far ahead. Reattaches easily. There you go. So, his arms. Let's go ahead and just bend and push. There you go. Do the same thing to the other side. Bend and push. And now we just lift that piece forward, bend his arms down. Now all that's left is the cab section to get to be his head. And I think this is the part where I'm definitely, I think I am going to have to do an edit point here, guys. Oh, okay. Okay, this part breaks apart, rotates down. I see. Alright, that snaps in there. Oh wait, we gotta reveal Ultra Magnus's head. Now, what am I thinking? Come on. Get out of there! Get out of there, I say! Ah. Come on. Come on. This is what happens when you've only transformed a figure a couple of times. I'm actually going to pause right here, guys, and get this guy finished up. Be right back. Okay, guys, here we have him successfully transformed into a robot mode. And just for fun, I know you're thinking to yourself, what? Where the hell is the rest of Ultra Magnus? I have all the robot mode bits in storage. I do have them, of course. I just didn't feel like digging them out just for this comparison. But as you can see, even, you know, Ultra Magnus, leader class Ultra Magnus's head only goes up to about, you know, here on, you know, G1 Magnus. So G1 Magnus is definitely, you know, a bit taller of a figure, a bit larger, even in robot mode. It's not a huge difference, but he is bigger. So there you go. Anyway, let's go ahead and get G1 Magnus's trailer anyway. His battle armor out of the way. And let's talk a little bit more about the main attraction here. I am now going to talk about our little buddy, Minimus Ambus. And, you know, there's something to do with, I don't read the comics, but Ultra Magnus died. This guy's piloting his body now, the end, pretty much. That's all I know. Anyway, to transform little Minimus, but first, before I do, let's give him his camera close-up in vehicle form. Not too impressive, but c'est la vie. Let's go ahead and transform him. His legs, you know, just bend down. Now, I guarantee his arms are going to pop off at some point during this. Or maybe I'll get lucky and this will be the one thing that goes right. Nope. Aha! I knew it would happen. Thank you for not disappointing me, Minimus. I just gotta, and then you just kind of collapse his back, maybe. Collapse! Oh, his legs are, all his limbs are coming off. Hell, it's easier with them off anyway. Because they just get in the effing way. I'm on, collapse! There it is. And all 4 of his limbs are off. They just pop back on, obviously. They're just ball joints. I am going to put this guy inside Ultra Magnus and basically forget he exists. For the most part. Okay. Alright. So, the only cool thing about this is maybe he's roughly human size, so maybe you get the idea of how big a human would be compared to Ultra Magnus. I don't know. Just, you know, just a cool little thought in my opinion. Anyway, let me go ahead and show off the Minimus Ambus functionality. To do that, you just open up his chest plate. Open up the truck cab. Let me zoom in here so you can really see what's going on. You got like a seat in there. And it's really well detailed. It looks like a little cockpit. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so I went ahead and just loaded Minimus Ambus in there, and that actually looks really funny with his chest open. He's like, hello, I have an Ultra Magnus head. Just sitting there in that cockpit. Looks pretty cool, I guess, if, you know, you care about that sort of thing. Personally, I don't, you know, but it's a display option if you want to do it. So, let's go ahead and close them up. Oh, let's close that backwards. This one goes first. And there you go. Neat. Anyway, personally, I really, you know, despite the shortcomings of his vehicle mode, I think his robot mode more than makes up for it. One last comparison before I continue that maybe a few people might want to see. I know this is not a, obviously, masterpiece level figure, but I figured this would be a relevant comparison because if you don't have the budget for Masterpiece Magnus, how good of a replacement is Combiner Wars Magnus? I'd say he's a decent replacement. He's going to fit in real well with your Classics and Generations toys. No, he's not Masterpiece scale, and he's not doesn't have the premium look and feel of Masterpiece Magnus, but overall he's still pretty damn nice. I think he works well. You know, he's certainly a better toy than, you know, any other Magnus we've ever got. I mean, the only one that's better, in my opinion, is the Masterpiece. Other than that, this is the best Magnus we've ever gotten, bar none. At least in robot mode, he is definitely the best. So, anyway, that's that. Let's go ahead and get Masterpiece Magnus out of the way here. And refocus here on the main event. And we will talk about ZE Articulation to start off with. He's got, you know, foot goes forward and back. Rotates there at the top of the leg. Of course, he bends at the knee. Universal joint at the hips. No waist rotation, unfortunately. Elbows, of course, rotate. And, of course, bend. I mean, that's, you know, needless to say. Unfortunately, there's no wrist rotation. Fingers do open and close. And his head rotates. It can't really look up and down due to the Minimus Ambus gimmick. Whatever. You know, but overall, pretty decent articulation. Not, you know, could have used a few more points, but overall, I'm fairly satisfied with it. I mean, I don't have a lot of complaints. As far as his accessories go, you have two options. Because for some reason, every Ultra Magnus nowadays has to have a hammer. Yes, you can combine his weapons into a hammer if you so choose. Two guns combine. And his missile pods hook up to it. And now he's got a big old hammer to whack people with. Personally, I like him better with guns and missiles. So, what you can do here, let's take these off here. Come on. There's missile pods there on his side. There we go. Oh, and his missile pods are articulated. They move up and down, which is a nice, you know, appreciated touch, by the way. And his guns, of course, split into two. So he can dual wield one in each hand. Which I like myself. And he does drop his gun some. That's the only real flaw with the figure and rope. God. Patience. Patience, patience, patience. Yeah. Yes, he can drop his guns, as you can see. It's not a perfect figure. Honestly, I would have rather them just given him fists, since his, you know, without, what's the word I'm looking for? Without the finger art, but they did it because of the stupid hammer gimmick. I know that's why they did it, but anyway, here he is holding both of his guns, looking pretty freaking cool in my opinion. I definitely like the look of it. You know, real nice. Let me go ahead and zoom on in so you can see the details. And that is just awesome looking. I mean, look at, oh, knocking the camera around now. Look at that chest and head sculpt. Just absolutely flippin' phenomenal. And he looks pretty good from all angles. The back, you know, whatever. It's a little iffy, but it's the back. Really, what do you expect? You know, the backs are always their weakest points. But yeah, overall, this thing is just, it's real nice. Real nice. Is he worth the asking price? Absolutely. He is worth the asking price. Now, I haven't seen this thing a single time in retail. Supposedly he's out. I don't know. You know, if he's out in all areas, he might be. If you really want this guy, I would recommend getting him from an online retailer, because like I said, I have not seen this guy in one single retail store yet. So anyway, if you guys did like this, please, as always, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I will catch you guys next time.